Agreed. Welcome back. Right then, so it finally happened. I finally messed up a DRS10 from a flawless run to a failed run. That's just how it is, but let's see how things are. I'm not above showing my failures. They are a good way of a learning experience, I suppose. Whether or not I learn the lesson is entirely on me, but yeah. Anyway, so we got typical setup. Got the two leap brawlers and the vengeance ship there. So the spawn not that bad. It's actually pretty. I guess kind of average. There's quite a lot of adjacent bombers, but there's no bombers inside the planet level 10s themselves. And yeah, only one planet level 10 adjacent to the star. So I can intercept and EMP the destroyers with two, or both of my brawlers, and have this planet get hit with vengeance because can't intercept it as easily. The destroyer. So I jumped on here, knock out some of the bombers initially. Like the typical plan. Knock out the bombers, knock out the destroyers, and then knock out the rest of the bombers. And yeah, this star was going really swell. Perhaps I was a little too relaxed. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, so I leapt onto here just to break the shield. The Phoenix, luckily the Phoenix started moving. I was going to EMP, or I guess I wasn't going to because of the destroyers, but I was going to move out of the way, but that Phoenix happened to be moving away from me, so that's fine. And I got the Storm because that's kind of the main thing that's a threat in this sector. Finish off that last bomber. So yeah, destroyers are in. I believe I did fumble a bit here. For some reason, I didn't mean to EMP that early. My finger was right above the EMP button, and I accidentally tapped it when I didn't mean to. But that's fine. I can take a destroyer vengeance to the face. It's okay. Killed that Phoenix. Didn't leave me with a lot of hull. And I didn't see that these two happened to be going to the same sector. So yeah, and I tried to teleport before any damage was done, but yeah, that kind of hurt. So a bit of a blunder there. So I got to knock out this destroyer. So I decided to use the ship to leap over here. And sadly, there were some ghosts that spawned, and using leap with ghosts nearby is a bad idea. But I waited until I was out of the range. My firing range was out of the range of the ghosts, so I wouldn't accidentally kill any. Fired a rocket drone and leaped immediately, so they wouldn't kill a rocket drone behind me because it's going forward, and I'm not. So I leapt onto here. My leap is only level 12, so I don't one-shot the destroyer, but that's fine. I could take it to the face with the shield and teleport back. So yeah, so that's both destroyers taken care of. Once again, didn't see that this sector was being shared there. I was trying to move in range of the of this sector, but I didn't see that this ship was here. A lot of stepping on toes with the solitude there, but oh well. So just over here, knocked out this last destroyer. Started knocking out the phoenixes. Sadly, this phoenix didn't get hit with the vengeance itself, so it has a lot more hull. But that's fine. I can deal with that later. So okay, well I dealt with it because I was teleporting over down here. So yeah, so far not that bad. A couple of hiccups with the destroyers, but very very manageable. Right, and I started to take out more bombers as usual. Although at this point, I realized that I needed to move or get my transports in because time was a wasting. So move those in. Almost get hit with those rockets down here. I didn't see the guardians there. My mistake. Ghosts appearing. Luckily, had a teleport. go across them to knock them out. So one thing I kind of feel went awry was one, this ship went under 2K hull, so I couldn't exactly use it for a second vengeance if I wanted to. And I kind of had that in the back of my mind, is like I want to save an artifact to heal this ship with a cargo repair, but never got around to that. Um, so from here, I was mostly on defense. I was trying to make sure everything was going well, and yeah, because this ship was low on hull, I couldn't use it for defense as easily because a group of ghosts could easily kill this ship. And I couldn't heal it. I mean, I could have healed it with repair drone, but I would prefer to save that for after vengeance, so I have some hull left. But well, you see. So move the mines out of the way. I had 2 hydrogen sectors, and I decided to just um, get one of them there. Only one of my miners has Genesis and Enrich. The other one has Blast Drone, so I couldn't enrich this sector. So I just used Genesis and took the hydrogen that was there. But yeah, I had to move a brawler, which could have been killing like some other Serbs around. Had to move it to defend this over here. Left onto this sector because it was right next to the transports, and I figured I might as well get rid of it while it's while my battleship is still over here. Luckily, all of the Serbs are bunched up together, so I didn't have to worry about a leap missing a few. So I leapt onto there, really clean leap there. EMP, so the rocket drone can get some hits in, as well as, the storm dart's not hitting me in the face. So yeah, got a couple hits in there with rocket drone. And yeah, I wanted to make sure I didn't get caught with the interceptor, the Phoenix, and the storm under my mass bat. Moved out of the way, killed the Phoenix, knocked out the Sentinels. Had to teleport this one back. I was going to use that leap to start taking out this sector, but I saw that there were ghosts spawning over here. And this ship is kind of preoccupied at the moment, so move that battleship across. This one still can't do much on its own. Again, I could have used a repair drone, but oh well. Yeah, once again, with the amazing arts in these runs, I really need to just bum rush Red Star Extender 13 so I can extend more easily. Because a lot of these artifacts I want to take home and research or give away. But maybe I just need to stop being so stubborn and just start sacrificing just all of the planet level 8 and 9 arts and just take the 10s as they are. But oh well. And speaking on that, I was fumbling with these artifacts a lot because level 8 and 9 artifacts are kind of an odd number because 8 weighs 7 tons, I think, and 9s weigh like 8 tons, something weird like that. But level 10s weigh 20 tons, and I was trying to math that out between 40 tons, and basically I was distracted with that as well, trying to figure out how to do that because one of my transports were at 21 tons from the level 8 artifacts, and that kind of messed up my flow there, trying to fumble around with that. But yeah, so from here I was just taking it easy, making sure I was defending, making sure everything was not going to kill anything. And yeah, so I was moving those across. Still can't do anything with this ship. I believe eventually I did. Oh yeah, you see that 21 tons there. Couldn't get a level 10 artifact if I wanted to. Still couldn't move this ship. I decided to leave it here because I know it can kill an interceptor at this hull, so I left it there. Move those ships across. Teleport it down here to allow a path for that transport there. In hindsight, I could have just moved around the sector with the transport, but oh well. Strapped for time as usual. Luckily, this planet didn't have that many good artifacts, so I could burn them all for extension. Noticed the miners needed to go up here, so I did. Teleport up here just to catch the ghosts, right? So, again, doing pretty well. I mean, being very cautious, being very relaxed, I guess, but not that bad, really. So here's kind of one blunder, right? I teleported away from this sector. I thought it was safe. I didn't see these ghosts at all. You know, I teleported over here so this ship could, cargo repair my vengeance ship so it could knock out the second sector. Because at this point, I realized how good the artifacts were across the star, and I knew I wouldn't have time to try and take this out with a leap. And again, I do prefer to take out two planet level 10s with the leap brawlers instead of just using vengeance twice, because it's just a bit more interesting to me, a bit more fun. But yeah, sometimes things go awry, and I just had to try and, or I just had to use the vengeance step a second time just to save me some time across the star. So yeah, these ghosts spawned, and luckily I did see them spawn immediately. Like, I saw them moving towards my miners immediately, so I had time to react. I moved up my miners, moved them out of the way. That was a close call. Now, see, because of that, I didn't see this interceptor when I moved this ship. It was like right, kind of like this screen right here. It was underneath my modules. I didn't see it spawn. I just wanted to move this ship because, the interceptor snuck on by. I activated the stealth on these two transports, important information. So I moved this, and this was on a direct path to my miners, and when I moved my miners, I didn't see this line, this path that it was taking until it was far too late. And I could have teleported this ship, in hindsight, I could have just teleported this ship down to this asteroid and EMP the interceptor, but for some reason, I decided it would be easier to just move all three civilian ships, because, about this point, I noticed that's an interceptor there. I moved that one out of the way in time, but because I'm on mobile, I kind of mistapped moving, or the move button on my transport, and I was a little too late on the miner as well. So I lost those two ships because I didn't see the interceptor, and by the time I saw it again, could have teleported this one down. Like I know this brawler was going after the ghosts, but I guess I could teleport either one of these down, really. Yeah, and I was. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. I healed this vengeance ship with one of these transports with cargo repair, and decided to just knock out that sector. And by the time I looked back, the interceptor was like right here. So that's kind of the reason why I didn't see that sooner. I was setting up the vengeance ship. I looked back and moved these transports out of the way, or that miner out of the way at least. And I forgot that this stealth was on cooldown. I just assumed that, the transport, it has stealth, it's fine. Yeah, I could have saved that transport had I remembered that it had stealth. So that was quite a blunder there. Not gonna lie, I was so distracted that I kind of stayed here longer than I should have, because that Phoenix under the WAMP, even though it doesn't do that much damage, really did number to my vengeance ship. So I had to move out of there. And at this point, at this point, I didn't see these ghosts until it was too late. And I lost the vengeance ship as well. And with that, I was like, I could try and knock this out, but that would involve distracting the bomber and all that. So I decided to take my losses and just skedaddle. Yeah, I just left the sector. Art boosted that combat art. Luckily, I have a lot of artifacts built up, so losing this run didn't really hurt my research progress. And overall, the ship cost was less than $1 million, so not a big deal. But I finally failed a DRS10. I guess this bound to happen at some point. Uh, yeah. The spawn was kind of a little rough, but it wasn't that bad. I've dealt with worse. But a single lapse of judgment led from one thing to another. Such a strong start, too. A bit of a shame, but it happens. And yeah, lesson learned. Don't be zoomed in like this, trying to defend your ships and trying to kill things. Also, check the gates, check the spawn gates at all times, or just check the star for spawn gates, I should say, before I move a ship across the star to do something. But yeah, simple mistakes lead to big problems. But yeah, so that is all. I just wanted to show that, and yeah, hopefully I will learn better in the future. But yeah, that is all. I shall see you around. Ta ta for now.